That was a fish. Alright guys, as you can see, I'm bundled up today because it's snowing, it's cold, but we're still out here going to try to catch some bass, make you guys a video. Today, we're actually going to be doing a challenge video. My partner is in another boat with two high school boys. They're practicing for the tournament tomorrow, and I'm just out here with my dog. We're just going to get out here and fish a little bit like we always do. I just wanted to recap last week. The last week is what will be in this video. It was warmer last week, by far warmer. I done a little bit different stuff. I fished a little shallower last week than I had been. One of the fish that I had in the picture, let's see. I caught him early in the morning. It was real foggy. The camera wasn't really, you couldn't see anything. But anyway, I caught him on an Alabama rig, just like one of the other ones. I think he's about 3.5 pounds. But as you can see in the video, went and fished shallower, fished some grass. The one that I caught on a rig in the video, I actually caught him on a grass edge. He was probably in no more than 10 foot. I was just paralleling the grass edge. Water temperature last week was around 57, 56, 50, between 56 and 58, depending on where you was at, wind blowing, you know, things of that nature. The reason that I've been throwing the A-rig so much is in the fall, the shad get grouped up and all that, and the bass start feeding on them, you know, that's obvious. But the A-rig is so good in the fall and the winter because in that time of year, the shad are busting, or not the shad, I'm sorry, the bass are busting the shad up. They're putting them in smaller groups, okay? What that does, that A-rig represents a small group of shad running by itself. So, therefore, those bigger bass that are out there looking for those smaller schools, because they're smart. They know you're looking for the big schools of shad because they know that most of the bass are around those big schools of shad. So, they're in the same vicinity, but they're not just going to be out there, you know, just busting the surface, showing everybody, you know, where they're at. So when you put a small school of bait fish in there and run it across their face, they're going to hit that because they think, well, you know, this is just a small school of bait that's broke off from the bigger school. So I always remember that. That's what the A-rig represents to me. Now, if I'm wrong on that, or if you have a different opinion, please comment and tell us. You know, we want to know all of it. As a fisherman, you're always learning. You never know it all. And if you do, or if you think you do, then you're a know-it-all, and you don't need to be fishing. So, Anyway, my hands get cold. The biggest surprise to me last week was that the fish I caught flipping. I had been hearing people talk about, you know, they were still catching them flipping in the grass, things like that, and I was already stuck on the fall winter pattern with A-rig, jerk baits, rattle traps, stuff like that. And it kind of died off the last couple of weeks, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. So I just tried something new last week. I went to the grass right on the bank. I was probably in 3 foot or less most of the day, and ended up, I probably wasn't flipping maybe 5 minutes first thing in the morning. Missed the one that I got in the video. Later that day, I moved to a different spot, and I was throwing a rig. Ended up moving up on the grass and flipping it, and within 5 minutes I caught that 5-pounder. And if you see in the video, I've got a small clip in front of the fish catch where you can pay real close attention to the bank, and you'll see a fish blow up. Alright, I don't know if that was that fish or not, because I didn't flip in that same area where that blow up was. I just flipped, but I did watch and see if I could see the fish, because the water was real clear. But anyway, it was kind of interesting how it happened. Hope you guys enjoy the video, like I said. And shout out to West Limestone High School. It's good to meet you guys. Glad y'all are watching the videos. They threw in a suggestion for me that I needed to start putting in more fundamentals as far as, you know, why we're throwing this here, what's the water temperature, what's your depth, and all that. So to recap the last few videos, I've got where I've been throwing the A-rig and the rattle trap and all that. I've been setting in let's see, around 10 foot of water, 10 to 12 feet of water. Okay, but what it is, when I'm setting in that depth, I'm throwing up into grass that is in 2 or 3 foot of water. Okay, and I'm bringing it off. What it was in the fall, a few videos back, they were in that grass, but they were bunching up, schooling, you know, and that's how we were catching them in the grass, on traps and A-rigs. So that was that. We were sitting in about 10 or 12 foot, throwing up into the shallow stuff. Water temperature then was between 58 and 60. People were still catching a little bit on top water. I wasn't throwing it because I wasn't in a tournament. If I'd have been in a tournament, I probably would have thrown it, because at that time of year, that water temperature, throwing top water, you're going to catch some bigger fish. It may take all day, but you're going to catch some bigger fish. Regardless, this last video, the water temperature had went down, like I said, to 56, 58, depending on where you was at. And again, I was still trying to set out there in about 10 or 12 foot of water, throw up shallow. And what I'm trying to do, or what I have been trying to do, is, fish the edge of the grass. Grass is dying off a little bit. And then fish the shatter up in the grass for some. They're not completely in the grass, but some of them are. And the reason for that is because the shad have got to find a warm place to go. Okay, that grass is still kind of matted up, so therefore when the sun hits that grass, it heats that mat up, and when it does that, that's why the shad get up in there, and in turn sends the bass in there too. But that bite for up here on Gunnersville is pretty much over, I think. Now some people might catch them like that all year round, I don't know. I haven't fished it enough to tell you, 100% for sure. But there's the fundamentals for what we've been doing. As far as the A-rig goes, Hog Farmer BFL rig has been the only one I've thrown. And then throwing 3 to 5 inch swim baits. Whew, my dog wanted to give me a little sugar there. 3 to 5 inch swim baits. Gunnersville's got some big shad. Don't be afraid to throw 5 or 6 inch swim baits on your A-rig, okay? Or anywhere for that matter. Those big fish will eat it. and even the little fish. I've been fishing with guys that was throwing nothing but 6-inch swim baits on the A-rig, 5 of them, and catching little 13, 14-inch fish. They will eat it. Do not be afraid to throw that. Let's see, Hog Farmer BFL rig. I've been throwing 1/8 heads because I'm so shallow. Normally I will throw an 1/8 head, but sometimes, like in the wintertime, if I'm wanting to fish, 15 to 20 foot, I'll put on 1/4 ounce heads. I won't usually go no heavier than that. And a lot of times too, it's a good idea to put 2 heavier weights on the bottom. Okay, when you do that, that makes it to where the A-rig doesn't spin in the water when you're reeling it in. If you got the same weights on there and you don't have the wires bent correctly, sometimes the bait wants to do like this. Okay, what you want is your hooks. The BFL rig only has 3 swivels for a head with a hook on it. Okay, and it's designed to have 2 on the bottom and 1 in the middle. Okay, 90% of the time when you catch a fish on an A-rig, unless you're in a schooling, situation, the fish that are going to bite are going to bite the ones that are on the bottom or the middle. Okay, and that's why he made it like that. And it's a great design. I mean, awesome. Yeah, that's what you do. And if you have any suggestions or any comments on that, please leave it. Like I said. Another thing, we've been throwing throwing rattle traps. I've been throwing the Storm Rashi Vibe. It's a really good bait. I just started using it this year. I used it a little last year, but anyway, 1/2 ounce weight, or a 1/2 ounce vibe. I'm sorry. 1/2 ounce is just kind of it's just my go-to rattle trap. When it gets trap season, I might, tune into which one's better or whatever. As far as the trap goes, the only way I've been getting bit is just straight reeling. I've mixed it up a little bit to try to get bit different ways, but straight reeling's been the only way they'll bite it for me. Another thing, we've been catching them on, spinner baits. We've been catching them on spinner baits a little bit. Well, earlier we were, hadn't in the last few videos. This video right here, when I catch this fish flipping, I caught him on a 1/2 ounce blue tungsten weight with a bobber stop. I got it pegged, snail hooked. Let's see, a snail knot on the hook. I'm sorry, with a BB cricket in black. Let's see, green pumpkin black swirl is what they call it. I downsized because of the size of the bait fish that was in the grass. I didn't feel like a beaver would be appropriate. So I don't know. Like I said, I only got 1 bite doing it. But this time of year, you won't get very many bites doing that. But the ones you do get, you'll know it. It'll be a good one. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I made this a little long, but I wanted to explain everything to you guys. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. We're fixing to start putting up 3 videos a week. We've actually got in touch with a professional videographer that's going to start traveling with us, videoing with us, editing the videos and stuff. So if you have any suggestions, anything you want to see, please put it on there. Leave us a comment, shoot us a Facebook message or an Instagram message, whatever you want to do. We're open to all kinds of ideas. We're not stuck up. A lot of the pros, I say a lot of them. Some of them, you send them a message, you won't never hear back from them. Okay, whatever level that me and my partner get to, it's not going to matter. I promise you, when you send me a message or my partner a message, we will get back to you within a day or 2. Okay, do not worry. I am not going to be like that. I'm trying to fish the Coastal Series this year. It's one of my pet peeves. Those guys get paid to do all this, and everybody looks up to them, but then they don't want to answer you, when you have a question for them. All right, don't worry about that. If you want to ask me a question, send me a message. Ask me whatever you want to ask me, okay? I will answer it. Yeah, you may not like my answer, but I will answer it, and truthfully. So anyway, with all that being said, like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, hope you guys like the videos, and there's more to come.